Time at the moment is 1:44. I'm arresting you for murder, which happened in Northampton on the 7th of October 2022. Your arrest is necessary for a prompt and effective investigation of the offence and to prevent the prosecution from being hindered by your disappearance. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned, something which you later rely on in court. Anything you do say can be given in evidence. Do you understand that, Philip? Okay.
This is the chilling moment. An ex-soldier who murdered his wife buys new knives at a supermarket to replace the blade that he broke during a terrifying stabbing frenzy before telling police at a train station that he had killed her. CCTV shows Philip Dafter, a former member of the armed forces, in Asta calmly looking for the new item. It was filmed after he stabbed Diana Dafter, 36, at their home in Northampton on October 7, 2022. The court heard the couple's marriage had experienced difficulties, in part because of mental health issues suffered by Dafter since the death of his mother in 2015, which he claimed his wife had failed to empathize with. Mrs. Dafter, a part-time carer who was studying nursing, had returned to the couple's home on October 7 last year, and an argument developed, with Dafter claiming his wife had made a comment about his vehicle. Judge David Herbert KC said Dafter picked up a knife with murderous intent and stabbed Diana 5 times, with the fatal wound just below her armpit. After killing his wife, Dafter went upstairs and tried to stab himself, but the blade broke, so he drove to Asta to buy more knives. He then drove to Northampton station and got on a train to London, reportedly planning to meet a family member to sort out his affairs. But he stayed on the train once it had arrived and told the conductor that he needed to speak to the police. Police found him drunk and bleeding with 10 knife wounds to his abdomen at Euston Station. He told officers he had killed his wife, and police were sent to their home address, where Diana's body was found. During his trial, Dafter denied murder but admitted to manslaughter, arguing loss of control and diminished responsibility. Jurors rejected this and found him guilty of his wife's murder. At Northampton Crown Court on Tuesday, Dafter was jailed for life, with a minimum term of 20 years, taking into account time already spent in custody. The judge said the last moments of Mrs. Dafter's life would have been terrifying. He said, "You did nothing to help her or contact the emergency services. You must have watched her die in a pool of her own blood on the kitchen floor. You said you had a moment of madness. That is the closest you have ever come to telling the truth about what happened." Jailing Dafter, the judge said the couple's marriage had become resentful and argumentative, and Diana was justified to believe you were considering leaving her.
Yeah, this male has got several large cuts on his stomach. Can I get a kilo unit here, please, and an ambulance running? Yeah, he's 32 years old. He's got approximately 10 cuts on the front of his stomach. I don't know how they've been done, but there's a lot of blood.
We're going to get those.
No worries.
I promise you, he's not going to go home.
Thank you.
So just relax. What I need to do is I'm going to have to start cracking over because I want to see if you've got any other injuries. Alright?
Nope.
That's fine. That's fine. But we want to make sure, it's all very good and well me holding on to this pad here, but I need to make sure you've got no other injuries. Alright? I appreciate you've said you've got what you got. Is that sufficient?
Sorry. I don't want you to go home.
You don't want to go home? You don't want me to go home?
My son.
Okay, okay.
So when you stabbed yourself, how did you hold the knife?
Just boom. I want to go.
Where is the knife? The same knife that you used.
Guys, please.
No.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Just take it easy.
You should be taking this, guys.
Just take it easy.
I'm sorry. Up. I should have faced you.
I think that's just dry.
I'm sorry, guys, to you.
Alright, so the time at the moment is 1:44. I'm arresting you for murder, which happened in Northampton on the 7th of October 2022. Your arrest is necessary for a prompt and effective investigation of the offence and to prevent the prosecution from being hindered by your disappearance. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned, something which you later rely on in court. Anything you do say can be given in evidence. Do you understand that, Philip? Okay.
Take your time, buddy, it's alright. Got your mate, alright?